through conferences, workshops, seminars, and publications. The annual General Meeting and Conference of the Pakistan Society of Development Economists has been organized by PIDE since 1984. This conference is perhaps the most well-attended and influential forum for serious social science discourse in Pakistan.
I understand it's a standard ploy for experienced commentators to begin with extravagant praise of the paper and then to go on to the inevitable but when they proceed to tear it apart. I'm in the fortunate position that I don't have to begin with extravagant praise because my butt is very small. And on the whole, I agree with the paper. I would like to stress a few points that have been made.
22 such meetings have already been held, with over 600 papers presented, covering a large number of topics. For example, fiscal decentralization.
And when you consider the fact that your provincial governments are in fact delivering the basic social services in the country, education, health, transport, water supply and so on, I think it is very important, given our enhanced priority to the social sectors and the social action program, that the provinces be given access to a well-defined, constitutionally mandated transfers so that they can perform their functions in an effective, decentralized manner. I think this process of centralization which we saw in the period of the military government was a process which went against the spirit of our country.
Women's issues in the labor force.
The underlying reason is religion, in the sense that the interaction or intermingling of sexes, though not employment per se, is not encouraged by Islam. Accordingly, occupations which guarantee segregation are considered respectable, such as agricultural work within the compound, home-based work, domestic service for poorer women, and jobs in all-female schools, colleges, dispensaries, bank branches, departments, and private organizations, the whole list that I gave earlier, for the more educated and richer women. Conversely, occupations in which contact with male strangers cannot be avoided are associated with less respect.
There are other forms of discrimination than just salaries. Women, for example, are not given due promotions. You find very, very few women at top tiers of management, executive levels. Very, very few. I believe the figure in the government of Pakistan is, Zeba, you might correct me, 0.0001%.
The language of economics.
We try to find a correspondence between nature's language and the current scientific jargon. But this whole idea of being scientific or of choosing between methods is confused.
And poverty.
Now, suggesting poverty research in the third world is not novel or even original. And happily, it does seem to be of very recently renewed concern on the part of international organizations as the 90s commence. Perhaps because structural adjustment programs have wrought harsh and we hope only short-run difficulties on some categories of the rural poor.
We have an immense moral problem in the world with something like 1 billion people falling rather clearly under a poverty line, which in a Rawlsian sense and various other senses we would consider, all of us would consider unfair and unjust.
These PSDE occasions draw distinguished speakers from Pakistan and from all over the world, including Professors Paul Streeton, Ansley Cole, David Laidler, John Mellor, Robert Baldwin, Lawrence Summers, Ronald Jones, Ismail Sirajuddin, Robert Mundell, Gamani Korea, and T.N. Srinivasan.